There are just so many flipping Thomas channels that I support. Some of them tell their own stories, some give their thoughts on the series, and as you can clearly tell, one of my top favorites is none other than James A. Williams. He's a 25-year-old British man who makes videos on a weekly or monthly basis. I discovered him in like 2019 or so, and I've enjoyed and supported his work ever since. He absolutely works his keister off to make high-quality videos. Sometimes it amazes me how he's able to do so much in such a short amount of time, and that's only one of the reasons why I appreciate his videos so much. The vast majority of his videos are Thomas-based, but some are focused on other topics he likes to cover. I'll go more in depth on those later. The videos tend to range in their style, but most of them are thoughts on style, like those of the Unlucky Tugs. The videos are very informative, and they can shed light on observations or ideas that I've never considered before, and oftentimes he helps me to shape my own opinion on whatever it is he covers. He stays very honest and considerate in his videos, and does an immense amount of research for them. There's always something new to discover when you stop and listen to him. A great example of this was in his Tomtober Season 16 episode, where he mentions that 10 of the episodes in each Miller season were originally written for a previous season. Yeah, I never knew that, but it explains a hell of a lot though. He can get really infuriated by stuff, but it's usually understandable as to why. Because man, he's had to go through it all. From Edward Strikes Out to Up, Up, and Away to...
Oh no!
Yeah, that. He's gone through hell and back just to satisfy us. Now that is dedication. I love James's editing style, his voice, his sense of humor, and a good amount of his tastes. I might as well get this out of the way now before I start some sort of a flame war or something. James is very clearly a brony, and I am more than fine with that. Just because he shares different opinions on something compared to that of mine, doesn't mean that we should make fun of each other for it. And as sad as it is to say, so many people still do that these days. But as for the opinions we share, we both can't stand Bwubba, All Engines Go, and tons of other things. We are both huge Thomas fans and so forth, and you essentially get the idea. But back to the videos. The videos are always relaxing and rewatchable. The first one I ever saw from him was seemingly the Big Bwubba review. And of course, he can be absolutely hilarious.
I can't even begin to describe this utter cock!
As for my favorites from him, I clearly like the older Bwubba review, that video of him describing his history of being a Thomas fan, his big video on the terrible Bob the Builder thingy, which was also one of Mattel's mistakes, and especially, most certainly of all, the very recent and ambitious Thomas-tober, which is near to being concluded. I freaking love this series. It is easily my favorite thing that he's made. It's beautiful, it's exciting, it's fun, it's interesting, I just love it. It's just awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave a link to it in the description along with his channel. Let's also not forget to mention that he's made some great stories of his own on DeviantArt. If I ever get to become a head writer of Thomas someday, somehow, James would immediately be someone I would try to hire to work on the show, once we could save it from its doom. In summary, James A. Williams is one heck of a great and unforgettable Thomas fan, and one we should all look up to. I would seriously appreciate it if you could go support him by subscribing to his channel, or at least checking out some of his videos, as he certainly deserves it. And I must thank James for making such astonishing videos and being such a respectable fan. And I will always be happy to stand up for you when some idiot attacks you. Seriously, thank you for all that you've done. And I'll see you all in the next video.